The president's hatred of sanctuary cities is as fiery as ever. Today, at a roundtable with law enforcement and state representatives, President Trump said this.
Sanctuary cities in states like California put innocent Americans at the mercy of hardened criminals, hardened murderers. Sanctuary cities are dangerous, and we're going to take care of the problem.
And he's not alone in this battle. The California city of Los Alamitos is bucking against the rest of the state, voting against being a sanctuary city. The entire state of Texas is also now enforcing a ban on sanctuary cities. So is the president's determination to, quote, take care of the problem gaining some traction? Joining me now is the Washington Examiner commentary editor, Tim Carney. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, so do you think this is good? You have, some cities opting out. You got states going this way. Is this good for democracy?
I think the more the merrier as far as the viewpoints go. What we need, the main thing we need government to do in this country is to check the power of other government entities. And so sanctuary cities, it's not something I would support in my hometown, but to allow a city to set its own enforcement priorities, which is essentially what a sanctuary city is a good thing. To have states getting involved in the fight, and then to have Los Alamitos, which is Spanish for Little Los Alamos, standing up and saying, no, guess what, Sacramento, you don't get to tell us what we're going to do. We're going to have different enforcement priorities. I think all of this is good. I want to see it more. I'd like to see it in Obamacare. You've got Idaho. I don't know if you know this. Idaho recently approved lots of health care plans that don't meet the mandates of Obamacare. I think we do have to have, where possible, states passing policies that check the power of the federal government to impose on the people.
Okay, but that does make sense, and I do like checks and balances, and I like states having power. But isn't this more like the Civil War in that we have the federal government, their purview is immigration. If they can't get in there to enforce immigration, and the states are actively preventing them from enforcing the law, it seems like that's a different story.
Again, I would rather it be handled on the local level, but if a state is going to decide we're going to marshal our enforcement resources in a certain way, and one of the things we're not going to do is to cooperate with federal immigration officials on simple matters of immigration, I do think it's within the rights of the people of California to do that. What I would add, though, is California isn't saying, oh, well, if there's a criminal illegal alien, we're going to protect them. No, if somebody's getting prosecuted already for some other crime, then you're going to have immigration coming in. But if the police come across some person, a victim of domestic violence, and find out that she's illegal, the idea of the sanctuary city or the sanctuary state is to say, our law enforcement we don't want some cop then going ahead and calling immigration officers on those people. We want to set a policy that you are going to, for the simple crime of being illegal, you're not going to being here illegal, you're not going to get in trouble. If you break other laws, then your illegal status here could compound that.
Tim Carney, Washington Examiner, thanks so much for being with us.